Here are the solutions for page 29 and 30 for recap on volumes of cubes, cuboids, and liquids. On cuboid, we are looking at the measurements that are provided: length, breadth, and height. Length, how long; breadth, how wide; and how tall. Length, breadth, and height. How long, how tall the cuboid is. So you have 8 times 2 times 6. You have the measurement and then cubic meters. Then you have cubic centimeters for this. Similarly, we are looking at the measurements: length, breadth, height. How long, how tall, how wide. So you have the 3 measurements together multiplied. Moving on to the next page, we are looking at volumes of liquids in cuboids. Here we have 2 tanks, starting with the first one. So previously we have discussed about talking about writing notes. So for example, we have length, breadth, height, and we had these acronyms of the tank and the water. And you notice that when we talk about the measurements here, you have length 35 centimeters, breadth 25 centimeters, and 14 centimeters is the height of the tank. So here we have length 35 centimeters, and you realize that that is the same with the liquid taking up the space of the container. Breadth is 25 centimeter, which is also the breadth of the water. And then we look at the height of the tank. The height of the tank is 14 centimeter, but for the water is only 5 centimeter. So question A, we are looking at the volume of the water in the tank. So we are looking at using this set of measurements, which is here, multiplied together. Length times breadth times height of the water. You get a measurement, and then the volume will be in cubic centimeters. Now, then you have the next part, part B. How much more water is needed to fill the tank completely? So in this case, I can use the measurement here. So here you can understand it as the cuboid space here. Oops, that's a little thick. Right, so this is the space above. We are looking at the height of the space, how much more water. So height of the space that needed to be filled, height needed, there's the volume needed. That will be 14 centimeter minus the 5 centimeter. That will be 9 centimeter. So I can use this measurement 9 centimeter multiplied by, so the volume of water needed to fill the tank completely, I can use 9 centimeter times 35 times 25. That will give me also value in cubic centimeters. That's a method. That means I use the height and then I multiply length and breadth. Alternatively, I can use the whole tank minus the volume found in B. Okay, moving on to the next question, the tank calculator that can be used for this question. We have the fraction 2/5. So we have the measurements of the length, breadth, and height of the whole tank. Length 42, breadth 30, and height 30 centimeters. Now, volume of water in the tank already in liters. So we have to find the first part. So it's 2/5 filled with water. So volume of the water will be 2/5 of the whole tank. The whole tank being length, breadth, height, 30 times 30 times 42. So I can simplify this and then I calculate, or I don't have to because it's a calculator question. I can multiply it directly, 2/5 with length, breadth, height. Then I have a certain measurement. This measurement will be in cm cube. So and then the measurement required here is liters. So 1 liters is 1000 milliliters, which is equivalent to 1000 cubic centimeters. So from here, I want to convert to liters. So I have to divide by 1000 the value, and I'll get my liters. Now, how much more water is needed to fill the tank completely? Give your answers in liters again. So I have 2/5 is this value. That means I will need completely, so this is 3/5. With that, can use the unitary method to solve actually. So knowing that this is 2/5, this value here, this is 2/5 of the tank, is this amount of liters. So I can find 1/5 will be this value divided by 2. And then if I'm talking about filling it completely, this 3/5. So 3/5 of the tank will be the value times 3. That will be liters. So to fill the tank completely, how many more liters is needed? Alright, so that is page 29 and 30. Revision answers for recalling primary 5 volume topic.